Ghana still possessing the ball in their own area, finding it difficult to connect with Thomas Partey, who has been told by Tony Bafu that he cannot have a bad day in today's game.
Well, Joel, on that point, I think Anthony Bafu got them, but the more confident they become, the more creative they become, and be able to find the back of the net in the first 13. Because once Gabon realizes that we are not able to score the first goal, they grow in confidence and they counter us, and that will be dangerous for the Black Stars if it happens. And
for the history books, in the last decade, anytime Ghana loses their first game in the African Cup of Nations, they proceed to the finals of the competition.
Amen. Amen to that.
In 2010, we lost 3-1 to the Ivorians. That's the game that Michael Essien was injured and he never became Essien again. In 2015, we lost our first game to the Teranga Lions of Senegal and we're in the finals. It was quite strange that we couldn't win that particular competition because after a leading 2-0 on penalties, the Ivorians still came back to win their second Afcon trophy. And that's Jordan Ayew doing what he can do best, holding on to play and inviting his teammate to join him. Ghana wins a free kick and it's been initiated by Andy Yadom, trying to look for Captain Andre Ayew, but he was heckled by the Gabonese, and now Gabon will have a defensive throw kick. Andre arguing with the referee that I didn't get the final touch. It was Junior Masuma who got that touch, but the referee's decision is final, and Ghana will have the opportunity to build from the back after winning the ball from the Gabonese throw-in.
Joel, I think we are not using the full length of the pitch, right? It's just once the ball went to the top left-hand side where there was an offside, Daniel Kofitre, and I think we need to draw them in. The left-hand side of our defense, the ball doesn't get there. We need to draw them in, else we won't have the spaces to operate.
If you just join us, it's the GhanaWeb live coverage of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations between the Brazilians of Gabon and the Brazilians of West Africa.
You know, just like the first game, we are getting a lot of free kicks today. I just hope that we'll be able to take care of these chances because set pieces are an integral part of football. The set pieces are opportunity for you to launch one into the opponent's box and create goals. So I just hope that today we'll be able to take advantage of these free kicks and not waste them as we did in the first match.
Gabonese, they crowded the midfield with 5 players. The defensive line of Ghanaians trying hard to pick out the midfielders. Kamal Din Suleiman picks up a ball, trying to go past his marker, but he has been fouled by Anthony Oyono, and Ghana will have an attacking free kick. And the ball has been quickly initiated. Alexander Juku wings in the long ball, finds Andy Yadom. He's been very slow with transition. Andre Ayew, the most experienced player in the ongoing Afcon with 9 goals, picks out Daniel Kofitre. But the back line of the Gabonese were able to clear their lines. And that was a beautiful control from Baba Idrisu, showing why he plays in the Spanish league. And that was a missed pass from Baba Rahman, and would have been dangerous for the Gabonese if Kamal Din had been clear with that ball.
For a team that is not credited with creating a lot of chances, I find it a bit strange that the Black Stars choose to pass the ball around their free kicks instead of floating it into the box so that any of the offensive players can latch onto it or can hit the ball into the net. That's quite surprising for me because in our last 5 games, we've got just 3 goals. And set pieces, as I said, there are opportunities to just float them into the box. Anything can happen in the box, a header, or maybe just a touch, anything in the post. Why go short instead of you can go long?
Referee Lalu was a foul to the Black Stars as Jordan Ayew was fouled in an attempt to pick up a ball from Thomas Partey.
I think the referee needs to send some message to the Gabonese players. I think in the early minutes they've shown that they are going to be physical. They are not going to allow the Blasters games to flow. The referee needs to show a card to send a message to them that I'm in charge. If you mess up, I'll send you off. He needs to send that message clearly to the Gabonese for them to be aware.
Daniel Amate was recently credited for stopping Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane in a game for Leicester City against Liverpool. Gabon, they're now being pushed back by the Black Stars. Andy Adam. And Jordan Ayew is clear, sensing a good ball, trying to look for Kamal Dean Suleiman, but goalkeeper Jean Noah makes a good save to deny Kamal Dean a simple tapping. And Ghana gradually getting the momentum in the game. Just that the build-up for the Blasters has been slow.
I mean, credit
and
to
Jordan Ayew loses possession again. And Gabon is attacking in numbers when they are coming forward. Junior Obian picks up Kanga, trying to look for Bupuenza. But Bupuenza couldn't get the ball, and Ghana will have a welcome goal kick.
I mean, credit to the Gabonese goalkeeper for getting a hand onto that, because there were two Ghanaian players who were just waiting to tap the ball, and it was a good move, a timely move by the goalie, and he deserves some plaudits for pulling that off.
That was a good save from goalkeeper Jean Noah. And had that ball gone past him, probably Ghanaians here at the Cosmopolitan in Jolu would have been celebrating by now. Thomas Tepate picks up Alexander Jiku, who has been surging forward, and Andrew Ayew trying to attack a ball, but captain for the Gabonese loses possession to Daniel Kofitre. Kofitre sends in a good one, but that was a very feeble shot and can do nothing to goalkeeper Jean Noah.
I mean, it's a selfish and overly ambitious move. From that distance with your weaker foot, there was no way it was going to get out that by the back of them. There were two Blasters players on the run. Let's lay the path for someone to connect.
Unless it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Or Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, obviously.
Captain for the Gabonese national team in the absence of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Bruno Mayanga is lucky to have escaped this. The Black Stars started the Afcon campaign in 1963 under the leadership of the late Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Ghana did a back-to-back win in 1963 and 1965. And in 1968 and 1970, the Black Stars were in the finals. Also winning the competition in 1978 and 1982. Thomas Tepate picks up a loose ball in the midfield but loses possession once again to Andre Poku. And Gabon always coming up in confidence against Ghana.
I mean, Partey, for a player of his caliber, I mean, he's given away 2 or 3 balls already. That, for me, it's not impressive for a player who plies his trade in the English Premier League and plays for a club of Arsenal stature. He should be doing better with these balls instead of losing them the way he does.
But Perez, I think it's because of the role he is deployed in Ghana here. Right, he's given more freedom, I think, in Ghana than in Arsenal, where he has to pair up with a double pivot in the midfield. And for me, it's unfamiliar territory if you've not been doing it for a long time.
And Andrew Ayew scored! And Andrew Ayew, the best player for the Black Stars, Andrew
Joe, there's this curious case of Kamaldeen Suleiman against Paris Saint-Germain, against Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. He can become the man of the match. But we've not seen him shine in the Black Stars jersey. And that leaves so many questions to be asked. But I believe that he should be eased into the Black Stars team. He's 19. He has so many years ahead of him. Starting him regularly and much of the time without having had that chemistry with the team, for me, it's an issue. But I hope he shines in this tournament.
Gabon attacking from the flanks, and the Yadom and Babarama will have to step up their game. Ghana picks up a loose ball in their defensive area. Jordan Ayew misses a pass, and Baba Idrisu picks up the ball again. Thomas Tepate back to Baba Idrisu. Ghana now building proper football, building from the attack, like their name, Brazilians of African football. And Kamaldeen Suleiman is struggling at the right side of the Gabonese defense.
So if you realize the Gabonese right back hardly crosses the center line because he's aware of the danger that Kamaldeen possesses. He's on him, he's man marking him, and for a 19-year-old, for a young guy, that's quite a difficult task to overcome. I just feel that he'll be a bit more, unpredictable. Maybe he can switch places with Jordan Ayew, because once he comes in from the right, he's one of those players that we can rely on. So if the left side is not working, just switch places with Jordan and make sure that he can.
And Jordan Ayew needs to track back, as that could have been dangerous for Ghana. Too many back passes from the midfielders. And you might be wondering if it's a tactical decision from the coach. And Captain Mayanga goes into the books of referee Lahu.
I mean, it's been long overdue. The Gabonese have been going in with reckless tackles. I'm not sure they think about the careers of the Black Stars players, because if honestly, they wouldn't be going with the start tackles. I mean, it's carrots. You shouldn't do that in a professional game.
Bruno Mayanga, and that was a reckless tackle. Ayew had already played the ball. And just as the captain keeps telling Ghanaians that he can even lay down his life on the pitch for Ghana to win a game. We're streaming live on Facebook, on GhanaWeb.com, and on YouTube. Daniel Martin needs to be careful at the back. I don't know what he is trying to do, but the gentleman needs to be careful.
The Gabonese have taken over the midfield in terms of the alignment. So it's difficult for the Black Stars to pass out from the back to the half of the Gabonese. What they are trying to do is that pass it or toss it around the center backs and the defensive midfielder, and then lob it to someone up front. But due to the height or the stature of our players, that has so far not been effective. Maybe if that continues in the second half, at some point we want to see Benjamin Tetel, who seems to have some aerial ability and will be able to go up against the Gabonese defense.
Gabon wearing the blue and the yellow jersey, just as the Brazilians, they've been quite good on the ball, but their off the ball movements and tactical instructions of the ball have been poor. Ghana haven't really been superb in this game. It just took the brilliance of Andre Ayew to put Ghana in the lead. And possession 32% for Gabon, meaning that Ghana have been enjoying much of the ball.
I mean, the numbers look good for us in this game, but the problem is that much of the possession has been in our half and not in the half of the Gabonese. And for football, if you do that, I mean, it's not good enough to win games. We are lucky to be ahead. I just hope that we'll be able to convert the possession into creating chances and score more goals.
Kamaldeen Suleiman, the young boy who outshined Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Neymar Jr., has been missing in the game after 25 minutes of action. And Andy Yadom needs to be careful. That was a very silly tackle.
Well, his protestations are about him getting the ball, but then the follow-through also captured his marker, and that's why the referee penalized him.
Gabon. And seems the Black Stars are trying to relax and catch the Gabonese on the break. Andre Didiayu, after 27 minutes of action, has been the most fouled player in the game.
I wonder if he'll be able to run the full distance of this particular game, but I hope Milo is watching and not going to be extra strenuous on Dede Ayew's strengths, because we'll need him for the final game as well.
Are we missing Joseph Pencil in this game? And Babaraman is clear in the 18-yard box. Babaraman and Daniel Kofi will pick up this ball, but Daniel Kofi Tre doesn't have the pace of somebody like Kamar Dean or Joseph Pencil if he had been in this game. And Gabon, whenever they are attacking, they come in their numbers 5 around the 18-yard box of Ghana, and Gabon are clear on goal. But the Ghanaian defenders do their job, and I'm wondering why he decided to go for the cross when he could have just easily sent the ball on target.
I understand it, Joel. Their first goal against Comoros was at an even tighter angle. Therefore, you can ask that question.
Daniel Amati made a very good interception with the head.
I mean that was a very powerful cross. Amati was brave, faced a bit of bravery to be able to hit this ball. And this is what he said, take one for the team. I'm sure on this occasion, Amati took one for the team. At least maybe help for his expense.
He definitely did this for the team, because the Gabonese player wearing the jersey number 12, it would have been very easy for him to tap in to the Black Stars net. Joyan Obiang, so far, he has been the better side at the left side of the Gabonese attack, and Andy Adam is struggling to keep the tabs on him.
You know, on that occasion where they made our way into the box, I was asking myself, how was Andy Adam? Because it was not like we were on the offensive for him to say he had overlapped, but he was nowhere to be found. And the player was free. If he was a bit more purposeful, a bit more effective, he could have played that ball better, and Gabon would have had the first goal. And the Adam needs to be better, needs to show up, needs to be timely, because you can't afford to let these mistakes in a game like this.
You can't afford to be making mistakes at the back